The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Normally we do sports right now, but we've still been talking about your weekend. And one of our listeners got married and then went to Sybaris. The pool suites in Downers Grove. There's a couple locations. And then somebody said, I went there once and somebody got something from the pools. They always feel like that in a hot tub sometimes. At least I do. But then another 219er checked in. No, the Sybaris we stayed at was very clean. 3 days and 2 nights?
That's a weekend.
Do they have there's not a hotel. Is there one next door?
I have never heard so much promotion for this place before this morning.
Sybaris
now
is listening.
I have to go.
Listen, Sybaris, if you're listening, I'm available for an endorsement.
I love it. I love a shared pool.
I brought this up for the first time in years on this radio station, and here we are talking about it. But they say that they shock the pool and clean it when you leave, so there's no way anything can be in there still at the end.
What do they mean when you shock the pool? Is it like the Emperor in Star Wars when he sticks out his fingers and does the lightning? They've got one of those guys.
So this guy comes out in the cloak.
He's in a cloak. He's a wrinkle. Hey, we got our shocker in town.
Think about it. Good.
It's clean.
Oh, it'd be amazing. But then Lauren, all of a sudden, we're going to that. They just played the Kate Bush song. No pun intended there.
Oh, boy.
But Lauren just goes, oh, yeah, I go to those spa up in the Northwest Burbs where the Korean ladies smack the hell out of me. I'm like, wait a minute, stop. We have to talk about that for a second. We'll do sports in a minute here, I promise you. And Riot Fest tickets, 3-day passes coming up in an hour at 8. But what are you talking about, Lauren? Tell us
what am I talking about?
Well, you can't just throw that out there and then not explain what you do.
The Naked Spa in Niles. Everybody knows it's on. If you've ever had a Groupon, that's the move. You get the Groupon, then you get reduced admission. Then you can save your money to give to all the ladies to slap you around.
Okay.
It's like $150.
Okay, that's really nice, the money part, but I got to know what's going on in the spa.
It's called a Gold Aroma Scrub Session.
Okay. What's the place called again?
King Spa.
King Spa.
Right in Niles.
Okay. My bad.
Right next to the H Mart.
Right next to the...
H Mart.
Okay.
Korean, grocery store mall.
All right.
It's a fantastic store.
Got it.
You make a day of it.
Okay, let's get back to the spa.
Go to the spa. Okay, go to the spa.
We heard naked spa. Get to the point, Lauren.
The naked spa.
Yeah, you can come with me.
Well, what happens and how did you get recommended first to go to this thing?
How did I get turned on to it?
Yeah.
Probably just scrolling through Groupons, as I
Okay,
do.
we understand it's a good deal. Now, what happens in the spa? So you go in.
You want me to take you through step
Absolutely.
by step?
Yes,
I don't understand what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know what happens
I'll tell
here.
you what happens.
Tell me.
All right, so you arrive.
Yes. You're really delaying the start of this thing.
You check in.
Yes.
You give them your money.
Yes.
You take your clothes off.
That's
Walk
fast.
down the hallway.
Yeah.
Because you have to be naked in the first part.
You're buck naked.
Totally naked.
Okay.
As the day you were born.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell them what you want.
Well, what's offered?
Anything you want.
But you got to give me some details.
So there's a V-steam, which is very popular.
A V-steam.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Okay.
Keep everything healthy, keep your blood pumping.
Does it need to be steamed? Was it like dry cleaning?
I've only done that once. It's pretty intense.
I picture one of those portable handheld dry clean things that women have. Yeah. Okay.
Brian's like, you got a bounce dryer sheet over there?
Is that a bounce dryer sheet?
Yeah.
You're just happy to see me.
It'd work a lot better than the dry cleaning machine, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, then they usually make you an appointment for whatever you ask for. So I usually get the ladies to really give it to me. And this gold
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what this means.
They throw you around. They scrub you down. It's exhilarating.
Is it a massage parlor?
No, kind of.
Lauren, the way you've described it, it sounds like halfway between a massage parlor and Jello wrestling. But I don't know if that's what it is or not.
Yeah,
That's exactly it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go or what?
Yes.
So they do all kinds of things that help females feel better.
No, guys do it too.
Oh.
You can get thrown around by a Korean woman.
Yeah.
I can pay $150 and Korean women will throw me around?
Hell yeah. Well, maybe you have dudes. I haven't been on your side. I don't know who's slapping you around.
Okay.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Well, Lauren just told us about King Spa in Niles,
Let's go.
where the Korean women throw her around. That's her words, not mine.
Yes.
She pays them $150 to do that. I still don't know exactly what that means. I guess you just got to pay the money and find out.
You'll never feel more alive.
Okay. But we're not sure if men throw me around. I don't want that.
Yeah, we don't know who throws you around because I haven't been on that side, but
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. And that's all I can say because King Spa is like Fight Club.
Oh, boy.
I'm supposed to talk about it.
Well, you didn't, so
I definitely didn't say anything.
your secret's safe and you can still go back. Although Eric said my ex and her roller derby teammates love King Spa. They would all go up at the same time, Eric and Uptown. But Eric, did you go? I want to know if Korean men throw me around. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm kind of warming up to the idea.
Oh, really?
I think I'm ready to go.
You'll do great.
I can just imagine I pay $150 and expect, beautiful fantasy Korean women coming out to throw me around. And then these dudes walk in, jacked.
Yeah.
And they have like some kind of pitchfork for some reason.
Why do they have a pitchfork?
I don't know. That's what I'm picturing in my head.
You definitely took a left-hand turn somewhere wrong.
At Albuquerque. Yeah.
Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, so we're a little late because we got sidetracked with the spa talk, but
Sorry.
what a night. No, don't apologize. A lot of fantasies in my head now. But
With both men and women.
Yeah.
like a lot of the Puck Bunnies had for 15 years here in Chicago about Patrick Kane. You like Patrick Kane, right?
Yeah, Kaner.
Yeah,
Of course.
Kaner.
Who doesn't?
I mean, you had a fantasy probably about him.
No. I don't like him like that.
She's
I
a
just
happily
think
married woman,
he's
Brian.
a good hockey player.
I've had fantasies about Patrick Kane.
What?
Every woman must have had a fantasy about Patrick Kane. He's beautiful. And he comes back now playing for the Red Wings and scores the game winner. How perfect last night for Patrick Kane to return and do that in the city he said he wanted to retire in. He wanted to be a Blackhawk the rest of his life. And here's how that Red Wings game ended yesterday.
Patrick Kane in Chicago! Oh my God! Kane with the overtime winner! The Red Wings win it 3-2! The story is complete on Kane's return to Chicago!
Wow. Listen to look at those goosebumps.
I know we lost and I still have
Yeah.
goosebumps.
That's a home game, by the way. Jeez. Yeah. Well, when you lose, 12 of 13 and where the Blackhawks are right now, of course, the future's bright with Connor Bedard, who took a nice hit to Patrick. He hit Patrick McCain in the overtime. Nice little shot there. Who, by the way, Connor Bedard looks 14 years old still.
Yeah, but he plays like a 28-year-old, so it's okay.
He's so good.
Yeah, he really
He's
is.
so good.
He looks like somebody's little brother stole their hockey jersey.
Sort of a
like
like
wearing
Mike
it to school.
situation. Yeah.
He's incredible. But then last night was about Chelios and the jersey retirement, the celebrities. Like, Dennis Rodman was there, Eddie Vedder, Cindy Crawford. I don't know why I started with Rodman, but that's a big name there first.
You
Jordan
had
was.
dreams about him too? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Carmen Electra. Jordan was supposed to be there again. Ring of Honor, promised to be there. Now, he did say he had a death in the family, so I'm not going to go in anywhere with that of why he didn't show. But our guy, Michael Jordan, didn't make it. And Chelios, in his speech, actually thanked Michael Jordan that he understands. They saw a few weeks ago. We saw each other and talked about it. Here's more from Chris Chelios' speech last night with the jersey going up in the rafters.
While we're on the subject of great ones from that era, I got to include him. This guy will go down as the greatest American-born player.
Talking about Patrick Kane.
Kaner, Patrick Kane, unbelievable. That jersey looks kind of funny, Kaner. Big row on you.
Yeah.
And don't worry, it'll work out in the end. You'll be standing here same as me.
Yeah.
But just be careful, don't go stealing my thunder today, okay? I got money on the board to shut you down.
He did it anyways.
Oh, that was awesome. What a night. And, Chelly's talked about his journey, of course, and being hated in Chicago and hated in Detroit. Then it comes back all full circle. Once everybody wins the cups, everybody loves him again. And, just such an amazing guy, so deserving. And at the Pearl Jam shows last November, that's when Chris Chelios found out his jersey was getting upped into the rafters by Eddie Vedder himself. So it was really cool weekend, really cool night. Cindy Crawford hit the goal in between periods there from all the way to the other goal. They do that. They had a little thing there. And Cindy Crawford out there in boots and leather pants and hit it.
This is all he's talked about this morning.
Well, yeah. Is there anything she can't do?
No.
Oh, my God. What a woman.
She's a hero.
Oh, great Chicago. And, of course, from way, way out west in DeKalb, but still such a great, history of Chicago. And, of course, the Pepsi commercials, even though I hate Pepsi, I'm a Coke guy, and during the Super Bowl and all that, just, childhood fantasies.
I think the Hawks are going to draft her.
They should.
They need all the help they can get.
Well, one of the teams stepped up over the weekend. Cody Bellinger coming back to the north side.
Yeah.
There you go. The NL Comeback Player of the Year, of course, in 2023. And he's 28, back with the Cubs. Two sides agreed to a 3-year, $80 million contract. There's different outs in the whole deal. I don't need to break all that down. The more important thing is he's here. And it's kind of, performance-based, obviously. I'm so happy with this.
But is it a contract?
What do you
From
mean?
what I understand, he can just change his mind, right? He can opt out.
There are opt-outs each year.
Yeah.
But I don't think that far ahead, Lauren. I don't want, when people sign these 10-year deals or whatever they are for $400 million, I just know he's going to be here next year. And that's all I can worry about. I can't put more on my plate right now.
All right.
No, you're a busy
Sorry to
guy.
stress you out.
I cannot worry about if Cody Bellinger's going to leave in 2025 or
Just gotta
whatever.
Get my Bellinger shirt
Yeah.
ASAP.
Let's just have him here and let's enjoy it. And that's all we need right now. But way to bring it up. Way to bring
Sorry.
it down, Lauren. Thanks.
I'm asking the questions.
I know. There's a lot into the contract to break it down. And he's here for 1 year.
White Sox make any moves or no?
They did not.
No, okay, all right.
No, they didn't.
Just checking.
Yeah, both teams got shut out in spring training yesterday. But also cool news: Robbie Gould, I should say, Chicago Bears kicker, is the new head football coach at Rolling Meadows High School. How about that? So legend, greatest kicker of all time. And that sounds funny to say actually out loud.
Great kicker's a great kicker. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, he scored 1,961 points in his career, 10th overall in NFL history. He was undrafted out of college. Just so you know out there, kids, don't listen to the draft. 312-591-8300. Call now to compete. Lauren, you ready for trivia? You gonna do it?
Oh God, you're gonna make me do this again?
I'm not making you do anything. If you don't want to do it, you can say no and opt out.
It'll be an easy one for you, okay? I suck at trivia.
Just like Cody Bellinger, you can opt out of trivia. Ileana Glazer going to be playing Chicago Theater. This is a huge show. It's from the show Broad City, if you've seen her there. So Chicago Theater. It's Wednesday, March 13th. 312-591-8300. You want to compete against Lauren in trivia? Keyword Florida. Just call right now.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
Well, it's been a few weeks, but it was an epic time as Lauren filling in for Kenzie on maternity leave. And boy, that was entertaining. Her first shot at trivia.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
What?
Kenzie's with us.
What do you mean?
She's with us right now.
I don't see her.
I found a nail.
Oh, yeah. Kara Caribou found that nail last week,
Oh my
2 weeks
goodness,
ago.
this is terrifying.
Yeah.
They just come off?
It's like a voodoo doll sitting there cursing you for trivia.
Maybe she'll give me some power today.
Well, or not. We'll see what happens with Shauna.
It's a bad luck.
Shauna taking it from Valpo to take on Lauren. Phil, Ilana Glazer tickets, Chicago Theater. I'm not sure if that one's sold out, but it will sell out.
Yes.
A great time. She was on the show Broad City. So, Shauna, ahoy. Tell us something quick about yourself.
Good morning. I'm actually just waking up, so Lauren, you might have it easy on you today. My brain is on pause.
Same girl.
And what do you do for a living, Shauna?
I'm a physical therapist.
Oh.
Oh, do you ever go to King Spa?
Have you heard of it?
No.
Apparently, Korean women beat you up
Yeah.
for $150.
If you want to antiquate it to that, then yeah.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we're going after the show, I thought.
Yeah, we're all going. All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully, Shauna. If Lauren gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Tails.
It is tails.
All right.
First winner of one of our listeners in a while. So
Coin tosses, yeah.
Coin toss. Here we go, Shauna. Question number 1. Complete the title of a 1979 number 1 Blondie song, okay? Heart of...
Glass.
Yes! Good job. I screwed that question up and she still got it.
Yeah,
Good job.
that was impressive.
Yeah. Here we go. Lauren, what state houses professional sports teams such as the Panthers, Magic, and Rays?
Wait a minute.
What state?
You're tricking me. It's Florida.
It is Florida!
There you go.
Finally!
Why did you do
There
that
you
to me,
go.
man?
Finally. Where's Myrtle Beach
You
again?
tripped me up with Panthers, though, because I was going to say Carolina. So,
Mm-hmm.
That is the trivia part of trivia. Yes.
so like, I don't know why I'm sweaty. I get
there's a
so
lot on the line
stressed
here.
out about this.
What's 1-1? You're doing okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
It's
we're
back
good.
to Shauna.
We're good.
Shauna, if a male donkey is a jack, what is a female called?
Jill?
Nope. Good try.
That was totally what I was going to say.
Oh, so what are you
A
going to say?
jack?
What are you going to say instead?
She's going to be a
3. 2.
a mare?
It's a Jenny. A Jack and a Jenny.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to Lauren.
Lauren, what object of Dwight's did Jim put in Jell-O on the TV show The Office?
Oh, God. I haven't seen that episode. He put something in his Jell-O? Mm-hmm. Coffee?
No.
Okay.
Shauna?
Stapler.
Stapler.
Ah.
Come on now. Want to take my stapler?
That's delicious.
Hey, my stapler.
All right, 2-1 back to Shauna.
Let's see here. Is it back to Lauren?
No, it's back to Shauna. It's
Shauna.
2-1 back to Shauna.
Shauna, you're going to need a bigger boat. Originated in what movie?
Jaws.
Jaws is right. Shauna's got 3. Back to Lauren.
Yes.
In what city did Princess Diana suffer her fatal car crash? What city was that?
it? Oh, the city?
Yeah, the city.
Can I just say England, and then it's one of the cities in England?
You
work?
cannot. England's
No?
a country, but it's too
I
late
know
now.
that. I'm saying it's definitely a city in England. No?
Shauna?
Not even right?
Shauna, do you know?
Is it Paris?
It was Paris.
Oh, yeah, that's not in England.
That's a tough question. I wouldn't have known that one.
I didn't know that, yeah.
Everybody remembers where you were, though, right? Do you remember where you were when you found out Princess Diana died?
No.
Case wasn't born.
I wasn't alive.
I remember where I was when I found out Dimebag Daryl died.
So do I.
See?
Where were you?
I was actually doing radio in Gainesville. It was like the first news that I ever broke.
You know where I
College
was?
at the University of Florida.
I was at the White Castle drive-thru in West Chicago.
You were. Did you shed a tear in the drive-thru?
Oh, I did. I was really upset. Obviously, everybody was. But I mean, like, I was at the White Castle drive-thru. I completed my order.
Well, you persisted. Nevertheless, he persisted.
Well, I had a 45-mile drive back home to the city, and I was like, I'm not going to not get sliders. It's very sad and tragic.
This is for dime, man.
Yeah.
Give me extra onion.
God.
Shauna, do you remember where you were when Dimebag Daryl of Pantera died?
I do not.
We obviously remember Princess Di, or do you just remember it was Paris? Do you remember where you were?
I was in college in my dorm.
Oh, okay. What college you go to?
IU.
Right on. Let's go.
Shouts out.
All right.
All right, well, she can win with the correct answer. It's 4-1 back to Shauna.
Shauna, where is the uvula located?
In your throat.
It is. She takes home the tickets. Great job, Shauna.
Yay.
You're going to an amazing comedy show at the Chicago Theater. Ilana Glazer, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, for everybody else, don't worry. Coming up in 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 8 o'clock, Riot Fest, 3-day passes coming up with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And again, to remind you, 8 o'clock, so put that in your phone right now. I know it's only 18 minutes away, but you could forget. Riot Fest 3-day passes. So we only know one band so far.
Who is that band?
I'm going to say it. Don't you say it, Lauren.
I'm not saying it. I asked you.
It's a band called Slayer.
Don't say it like that.
That's all I'm going to say it as. That's all we do.
Case.
You don't have to scream Slayer. You don't have to.
We say it like we're in a library. We whisper Slayer, if anything.
Slayer. That's the only band that's been announced so far. We know it's going to be an incredible, wicked lineup, but that's the teaser right there. You get Riot Fest tickets knowing what it's going to be. You don't even need to know the lineup.
No, hell no. It's the best festival in all of the lands.
Without question. It's still the only one that keeps it real instead of just booking everybody else. All the other ones are kind of the same. Not that we don't mind sending you to those festivals, but I'm just saying.
We love Bonnaroo and Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
And Shaky Knees and whatever else.
Shaky Knees.
That's a real festival,
I know,
right?
I know it is.
Alabama.
I know. Yeah. There's too many now.
Way too many.
It's just like It was great when there was just Lollapalooza, to be honest. It was just, that's that one. And Riot Fest. Because Riot Fest started actually taking over all the venues in the city. It wasn't in a park. It was in every venue. It was so cool. And it still is amazingly cool where I've done it in one spot. Very different. It's like Lollapalooza in the beginning now. That's kind of what it's like. Anyway.
8 a.m.
8 o'clock, that's coming up. Now, before that, coming up at 7:50, we have priceless audio you have to hear. We talked about this actually at this time last week, how there's a Hooters in West Virginia that closed during the pandemic, and they're going to tear the building down. So the town came out and did a candlelight vigil for the Hooters.
But it's been closed the whole time?
Well, it's been closed for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And they were trying desperately to have someone come in and buy it and open it as Hooters again. It just didn't happen.
Sure.
So they're going to tear down the building, and they're going to put up, I think they say in the report, we'll play this audio coming up. You have to stay here and hear this audio of the people that were out there and what they said about the Hooters.
In West Virginia?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, 7:50.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
And we're about 8 minutes away from your chance at Riot Fest 3-day passes with Q101, as it's always an event. And that's what it's become, of getting into Douglas Park, getting out of Douglas Park, and having all the good times of just the experience of Riot Fest. Sometimes even overshadows the bands.
Well, yeah.
It really does.
It's a whole thing.
It's a thing. Eating out of the styrofoam containers of the Baptist church nearby at 3 in the morning.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, and you've got your Riot Pops that you love so much.
a Riot Pop is delicious. I
To,
believe
to you, it's a food festival.
it kind of is.
Every festival is a food festival to Brian.
Hey, listen,
That's very true.
May want to hit that there.
Yeah.
I mean, and the music's just the my eating music, I guess.
Background music to your chewing.
Yeah,
If you can eat, you'd like to have Best of You on in the background.
you don't know how well you can eat when Turnstile was playing. That's what happened last week. All right, so we're pouring one out. We did this last week for a Hooters in Charleston, West Virginia. I got relatives down there, actually, in Charleston.
Is that right?
I've been to Charleston. It's actually a beautiful little town.
Were they at this vigil?
I don't know. I don't see them in the video I'm about to play. Something tells me they would avoid a camera, but they'd be there.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Who are they hiding from? Why are they avoiding a camera?
They're not like me.
No, they're not.
They don't crave attention, but I can see them hanging out here.
Okay.
And it's a Hooters that closed in the last several years during the pandemic. And it's the only thing, I think it's the only Hooters in West Virginia.
Yes, it's
That
the
makes
last
sense.
one left in that entire
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
That's more of a Twin Peaks state.
Yeah, I mean, you ever heard of Twin Peaks, Lauren?
Just the television show.
No. I'm not making a David Lynch reference. I am referencing one of Hooters' competitors, Twin Peaks.
Oh, no. Well, okay, so I'm from Tampa, Florida, which is the home of the inception of all the Hooters and their competitions.
Thank you
So,
for your
like the
service.
wing houses.
Yeah.
They were. Oh, what was the one with the girls that wore kilts?
That Tilted Kilt.
Tilted
Kilt.
kilt.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry
yeah.
I jumped on that way too fast.
Tilted Kilt.
Guess what I know?
Lord, I know.
I thought I was in jeopardy for a second.
What is Tilted Kilt?
Yeah. And you're right, Hooters did spawn all of those restaurants, as they call them.
Oh, jeez.
What a gross term.
And but it seems like those have overtaken them in a way, because some of those I don't know if there still is a Tilted Kilt and what was the other one you mentioned? Twin Peaks. I don't know if they're here anymore. There might be in Schaumburg.
I've definitely seen a Twin Peaks around.
Naperville and Schaumburg. I'm looking in your direction.
Let us know.
Let us know,
Yeah.
please.
But so this Hooters closed. It's very sad, and they just hope someone would buy it and get it open again in this town of Charleston, West Virginia. No one did, so they're closing it. And I think in the audio here it tells you what they're replacing it with. But these people all set up for a candlelight vigil. Now, I think people thought it was a joke.
Well,
It
sure.
was not a joke. When you hear the emotions from people, just listen carefully. The first guy right here.
They're calling it the end of an era.
Brian's cousin.
That might have been my cousin.
Play it again.
Let's hear that again. Here. You got to see the video we'll put up on our Facebook page.
They're calling it the end of an era.
This guy is bawling like the Cubs won the World Series. That's how he's bawling. Here we go. We'll let the audio continue.
Hundreds gathering at the old Hooters for a candlelight vigil.
It's a lot of memories going down with that building.
But through the tears, Former Hooters employees coming together for
nice
one
moment.
last reunion.
I started out as just, coming in to get a job, and it became so much more because I met so many lifelong friends and my coworkers.
I want to thank each and every one of you.
West Virginia's
Wait, there's a guy. Somebody decided to get up and lead it. I want to thank all of you for coming out.
I hope he's a pastor. I really hope he's a pastor.
Is Mr. Hooter?
My coworkers.
I want to thank each and every one of you.
West Virginia's last Hooters in Kanawha City never reopened after March 2020.
For all the naysayers, the doubters, the down talkers and whatnot, this building right here was a legitimate, iconic figure to the Kanawha Valley.
The vigil began as a joke between friends, gaining traction on social media and the attention of international news outlets.
Long live Hooters.
We will rise again.
Listen, I feel you, sister. I feel you.
The building will be torn down Monday and replaced with a popular gas station chain. Crowds celebrating decades.
Wait. They didn't say what the chain was.
I know. I want to know.
Now, I've got to think, and if you've ever been south of the border here a little bit, meaning south of Illinois border, it's a gas station called Buc-ee's. That's what I'm guessing it is.
Okay.
It's this kind of mammoth superstore.
Yeah, it's a super center. Do you not know about Buc-ee's is?
I've seen a Buc-ee's, I think, right in Indiana.
I don't think there's one in Indiana.
No.
They don't come
Ohio?
this north of the Mason-Dixon.
I'm telling you, when
unfortunately.
I was driving to visit my mom in Nashville last Christmas, there was a billboard in Indiana for a Buc-ee's, and it says, next Buc-ee's, 487 miles.
Well, that seems like a waste of advertising dollars.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, because I kept going.
Who's going to drive 500 miles to go to a gas station?
These places are kind of a Xanadu of candy, food.
Beef jerky. Their beef jerky is very famous.
Yeah, there's Costco's everywhere.
It's
Something the same
it's
thing.
different. It's
Lauren.
I don't.
They have a mascot there. There's always a guy in a
Oh,
costume.
okay, of course. So now that's why you like it.
It's
Got
one
it.
of the many reasons I enjoy it.
What do you say? You, me, and Case. In the station, what do we have? What kind of vehicle do we have?
We're like a Ford Explorer. Or
we have
something.
a Traverse.
Yeah, we have a Traverse.
You get the Chevy Traverse.
And drive 500 miles to a Buc-ee's?
Yep.
I'm in.
And we make a video and the journey, and we put it up there, and we broadcast live from the
Thrilling
road.
to watch.
Yeah. I bet that's what it is. I bet it's a Buc-ee's going in there because they're starting to come north.
Yeah, they are.
Just
They're
like,
expanding.
If you've ever been on the East Coast, you ever heard of Wawa and Sheetz?
Sure.
Those are on their way here. In fact, Indiana's getting its first, Northwest Indiana getting its first Wawa soon, which is incredible. My wife being from Philadelphia, the hoagies are amazing.
Speaking of Indiana, so many people on the text line just let us know that we referenced Twin Peaks earlier.
Yes.
A Twin Peaks just opened in Cherville.
Just open.
So congratulations to them. Also, yes, clap. Thank you. 219 checked in. They said there's a Twin Peaks in Cherville, and two bartenders got into a fight. One threw a beer mug at the other.
Yes. I
All
got a
right. So we got Cherville and
That was also in Cherville. I don't know if it's the new one or the old one. They both already have so much history, it's hard to
Holy
decipher the two.
Breaking news coming in also from Tim. There's a Buc-ee's in Algonquin.
No,
You
there's
don't have
not.
to go that far.
I don't buy that. I don't think that's true.
Okay, now somebody from the 815. There's a Buc-ee's in Algonquin.
He's spelling it Bucky's.
Not how you spell it?
That's a different gas station.
Yes.
There's two different kinds of chains of gas stations, both named Buc-ee's?
Yes.
It's Buccus. No, Cees.
Bacchus?
Buc-ee's.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Buccee apostrophe S.
Yeah. That's what I said. Something
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
Yeah, different Buc-ee's thing. Those other ones, it's amazing. It's another gas station chain or it's a convenience mart. We're talking about something different. But I appreciate your input. Thanks for your service of reporting that in Algonquin. It's not there.
So we don't know if it's actually Buc-ee's that ripped down the Hooters. They don't want the pub because they're public enemy number one in West Virginia right
You know
now.
what? Now I don't know that. It could be the Bucky Buc-ee's that's going up there.
Oh, man.
You know, honestly, it could be a BP. I don't know. They didn't say. But pouring one out for that Hooters, it's a very sad, sad day.
It's gone too soon, man. Like I said last week when we talked about this, when Al Roker Jr. was in, I drove by a Hooters with Brian last year on the way to the Revivalist pop-up at the Fortune Lamont Quarries, and Brian just goes, "Oh, I miss it there. I had so many good times at Hooters."
Why didn't you stop?
I don't know.
We were actually running late for the Revivalist,
Yeah,
that's why. And
that's
then I tried
it.
to get him to go on the way back, and he wouldn't
hit it on the way
stop.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a shame. So listen, also, since we're calling out stuff, I want to thank the people that run Casey's Restaurants.
That's right.
Because
the general store, yes.
People hit us up last week about their breakfast pizza and their pizza in general, and I know they called and said some very nice things about the show to our big bosses, so thank you. We want to endorse you. We'll do a broadcast from a Casey's, whatever.
I want to try your breakfast pizza I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
Does it have an egg? What do they call it? Sunny side up on the middle, and then it melts into it. The yolk just gets all in the pizza. Is that what's happening?
It's scrambled.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm sure it is delicious. Well, it's 8:01, so let's do this. Let's get into it. Riot Fest, the return of Slayer. Tickets are on sale coming up here so it's Friday, September 20th, Sunday, September 22nd. That is the new date, if you will, of Riot Fest, kind of pushed back a week away from Mexican Independence Day, which ends up being chaos. Of course, that causes chaos throughout the entire city, but trying to get to Riot Fest with that, it's hard.
That was wild last year.
In Douglas Park, in that area. So here's the thing. We'll give away the passes right now, 312-591-8300 to caller 10, for the event furnished by our great friends, our great partners. And I mean that when I say friends. Riot Fest, they're our friends, right? Mike calls up and gives us the lineup before anybody else. And they're just, they're just such great people to work with. And that's why Riot Fest and Q101 go together like peanut butter and jelly.
I knew you were going to say that.
I was thinking of something else, but...
I want to throw a banana in it, though.
In peanut butter and jelly?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it does not go together like all that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does.
312-591-8300. Call right now. And you are the first people in. I mean, Lauren already gave away tickets this last week, so you kind of got the first people in. These are the second first people in.
It's not a competition, Brian.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.